This is still one of my favorite things that we do every week. It's Therapy Thursday, where you guys get to hit us up and ask us for some advice. And you know what? We just keep it real with you. Sometimes you just need an outside opinion, and that's what we're here for. We are down one therapist because Orlando BGYN is in Cali living his best life. So it's myself, Dr. Davi, and Meredith, the MD. And, of course, your calls and your questions, 888-429-0941. Meredith, what's the first one that caught your attention on the text?
Davi, I'm in a bad situation. Please help me. I caught my husband cheating on me with our neighbor on our Ring cam. It recorded everything, and they were caught making out on my damn porch in the middle of the night. I decided to play dumb, but I silently got some revenge. And she goes in depth about giving him some poison ivy. But
poison ivy?
I'll tell you, she said, I got revenge, so I put on gloves and I rubbed some poison ivy all over his underwear. The moron still hasn't figured it out. But still, I don't know how to get out of this situation. I'm still in love with him. If this was you, what would you do?
Wow, that's a lot right there. I think you should get out, honestly. Everybody deals with that kind of thing a little differently, infidelity or whatever. But you have to figure out what the right situation is for you. If you're going to go, if you're going to work it out, that, might take some time. And everybody's answer is a little bit different. But the poison ivy is absolutely toxic.
It's turning you into a bad person.
Yeah, this sounds like the very definition of a toxic relationship. Personally, I think that the disrespect was so much with the neighbor, and it's on your front porch and all that. Personally, I think you should go. I think that would be a deal breaker. But you have to say something, because keeping it quiet and keeping it low key is going to eat you up inside. I think you have to say something and stick with your guns. If you think, I can't proceed after this and it's over, then let it be over. If you think you want to work it out and it's manageable and something that you can save, go that route. But
those Ring cameras, dude.
Yeah.
They'll get you caught
Poison
up.
ivy is toxic, like literally and figuratively. Like just having to do something like that, that's not the way to go.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, we have a text out to 813. It says, "Good morning, Freak Show. I love my girlfriend to death, and so does my family, and vice versa. I was in a marriage prior to us, and she was also divorced. I don't plan on ever marrying again, and when we got together, she was perfectly fine with that, with not getting married because of her prior divorce. But now she's telling me that she wants to get married and has changed her mind about it, but I still feel the same way. We've been together 5 years. I love her. I don't want to hurt her. What should I do?"
That's a tough one. This happened to one of my girlfriends as well. And it was like, he would not budge off of this. But in the relationship, she changed her mind because that's what she wanted. And she wants to be in love and marry you. And it's really sweet. Now, the couple I'm talking about, it didn't work out after they were together for 5 or 6 years. So this is a fundamental issue in the relationship. You can't change it. If you're never going to marry her, you have to flat out tell her again, listen, this is something I'm 100% not interested in. And if you want to get married, I completely understand that. I get that. But I'm not here for that. And if we need to separate and part ways, then we need to make that decision, because it's never going to happen.
I hope that this doesn't lead to your breakup, but just remember, people have the right to change their mind.
Especially when it's been years.
Yeah, 5 years later, and things are going well. Just like you have the right to never want to get married and go through that again, she also has the right to have changed her mind and thinking how nice it would be to not just be boyfriend and girlfriend and, solidifying it a little more.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of long, hard conversations. I think they can work through this.
Me too. Another one for you, Davi. I have a friend that's been battling addiction. I developed feelings for him, and all my friends have told me ever since I met him to stay away from him. But I have grown too close to him, and I would hate to leave him alone when I know he needs help. I have already worked on 2 man-child project in the past that ended up breaking my heart. Am I trying to fix another one, or am I just trying to be supportive?
You're trying to fix him. and you
Big time.
falling for that. I think I can change him.
You have a
I
type.
think
This is your type.
Yeah, I think he would be better. You can help somebody without having to get like in a relationship with them. You can just keep it as a support system type thing. And I think that you have an issue with that. I really do. I think that you're one of those people that want to take on projects, and your friends had a problem with it because they've probably seen this pattern of behavior
And
before,
heard about it a million times.
heard about it, and they know it's not going to end well.
Right.
It's not going to end well.
So you see what's happening in your future. You got to break the cycle. You have a cycle going on here. You say that this person has an addiction problem. It sounds like you have an addiction problem.
A different type of addiction.
For a yes, but it's
Wow.
a certain type of relationship.
That was a gem, Meredith.
Oh, thank you.
It really was. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it. So break the cycle. Stop it right here. Wouldn't you
you-
like to be in a relationship that's successful, that you can just press cruise control and you both can be happy?
And you can still be there for that person. You can help them get through these tough times and get out on the other side better. But you just don't have to, sleep with them and all that. If you have a question for us, hit us up. We got more Therapy Thursday, 888-429-0941. It's the Freak Show Therapy Thursday going on right now. If you have a question, a problem, just a situation that you need a little counsel on, that's what we're here for. You could call us or you could text us, 888-429-0941. We have a no name on the line having some relationship issues. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, would you like my advice? Would you like Meredith's help? Who's this question directed at?
Meredith, please.
Oh, okay. Go for it. The
What's
floor
that?
is yours.
Okay, so I'm just trying to see how to get my wife to put down the phone, like just for everyday conversation and just to be more involved in like what's going on throughout the day. She stays on the phone. I don't think it's like a cheating thing, but I think it's like a boredom thing, and I'm just trying to figure out ways to counteract that.
You text in too, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay, I was actually about to read your text next, but okay, this is perfect. Go ahead, Meredith.
This is a very common issue. I think everybody might be dealing with this, whether it's their kids or their partner or whatever. It is so annoying to sit there and try to talk to somebody and they're always on the phone, whether they're looking at sports scores or they're on IG or Facebook. And you just got to, I'm sure you brought it up, you got to bring it up again. Honestly, doing like a little creative thing, like both of you putting your phones like in a basket, whether it's on your kitchen island or something like that, when you guys get home after work and just spend time as a family. I don't know if you have kids or whatever. It is so relaxing to just not be on the phone all the time. Honestly, we were talking about addiction before the song. This is an easy one just to fall into all the time. And people really don't look at it as as an addiction, but honestly, it sounds like it. And it's easy to fall back into. So why don't you include yourself in this and you put your phone in a certain area, in a drawer or whatever, and see if she'd be willing to do that. And just say, I miss spending quality time with you. I miss having a conversation with you without you staring at a screen. I really am in love with you, and I just want to kind of reconnect. And if you kind of put it that way, I think she'd be down for it. If somebody said that to me, I would be all for it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, let us know what happens.
Good luck. Solid advice, Meredith. So solid that I got another one for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
Take a breath.
Okay.
This person needs your help. This person needs a girlfriend.
Okay.
Like for real.
I'm taken.
Out the 407. No, like a girlfriend, like to give her some advice, give her some tough love.
Okay.
Out the 407. My kid's father won't stop cheating on me. He says it's just words and means nothing, but it's been over 20 women in 11 years. Still, we have no ring, no commitment. I love him. I'm not sure what to do.
Well, you love him, but he doesn't love you enough to stop. I don't care if it's micro cheating, which is, liking pictures online or DMing chicks. That's what we can define as micro cheating because it's not the physical act, but it is still under the category of cheating. If he's going out there and sleeping with people, listen, you deserve better. You are in the same situation you were in years ago. So you have to bring yourself out of it. I'm sure your girlfriends and your family members, whoever you talk to about this, have said the same thing. Either you want to be with somebody that continuously disrespects you and your family, and you're okay with it, or you put your foot down and you say no more and you leave, because he's not gonna stop. He hasn't stopped. You've probably talked to him about it a million times, and he's still out there doing what he wants to do, and you keep finding it and you keep staying. So you have to stop right there, make a decision. Do you want to live in this situation right now, or do you want to better yourself? Maybe you don't feel like you deserve better, but trust me, you do.
The fact that it's been over 20 women and you're still there trying to figure out
speaks volumes.
What to do, it's not going to stop, because there's no ramifications for him. I'm sure there's a couple, fights and arguments and some tears and stuff like that, but then you go right back where you started. So it's a pattern, it's not going to stop until you stop it, and you stopping it at this point sounds like you leaving.
I have one for you. Do we have time?
Yeah, we have time for another one.
Okay. So my husband is very playful, which I love, but he's always grabbing my private areas, like playfully, and it's starting to get annoying. When I say always, it's like all the dang time, she says. I tell him to stop, and he just says, no, I get it. Maybe I'm being a little too aggressive, or I get to aggravate you for the rest of your life. I love this man to death, and I'm about to kill him right now. I got kids at home. I just don't want to be touched like that all the time.
Yo, there is a different type of world out here. I don't want to say a new world, but things have changed, and a lot of older people are having a hard time adjusting. From minor things, I'm not saying this is a minor thing, but like from minor things to big things, you have to keep calling him out, smack his hand, tell him how you feel about it, tell him it's embarrassing, it's inappropriate. I know that's your husband and he feels like he has the right to do that. You have to let him know that he doesn't have the right to make you feel gross and uncomfortable.
It's
and
your
you're
body.
not, yeah, and especially like in public places, if you're not into that, you have to make him just painfully aware, where there's no room for misunderstanding. Like, hey, stop touching me. I don't want you to do that. Save it for the house. Save it for the bedroom.
And why you gotta grab that? Like, can't you just grab a booty feel, like, for a second?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, be a little bit more
Be
different.
a little slick with it.
Right.
Something. Yeah. He's got to learn, and he's got to adapt.
Yeah.
Because he's not just making you uncomfortable. Like other people, if they're seeing you being grabbed and groped in public, they're like, yo, what's going on?
Like
here?
that dude, that's my mother.
Yeah.
She's right there.